Hey guys, welcome to or welcome back to my channel. In this video, I'm going to be continuing work on my Magical Shit zine project that I started in 2020 for Inktober and have been continuously working on it ever since the pandemic hit. I am now on a mission to finish this before the fall. With only a few spreads to go, I am on a mission to get this done. I am Kelli Paints, and this is Magical Shit, spread 21. Okay, so I am back with spread 21, and this one is Phoenix Feathers. And this one, unfortunately, I did start, and then there was a gap for like about 3 weeks, and then I went in and finished it. I'm not sure I like the end result. I ended up adding gouache at the end of this, and I feel like it looked better towards the beginning of this video before I added the gouache. I feel like I kind of ended up dulling it down, and I liked the bright colors that I had at the beginning of this process. So I'm debating on possibly redoing this one before the zine, or maybe editing it a little bit digitally so it fits a little bit better. I don't know. I typically don't like to work with warm colors like this. I prefer a cool palette, so this one was very challenging for me for some reason. I'm not 100% what happened there. It must have been the gap in between when I started it and when I finished it, and you just have that time, and then if you haven't drawn in 3 weeks and you come back and you just feel like you'd totally ruined the last piece. I don't know. You guys will have to let me know. Do you think I should redo this one or not at the end of the video? Make sure you leave it in the comments. So let's talk a little bit about where I've been. Unfortunately, it wasn't a good break. It was kind of a bad break. Some of you may have seen my community post a few weeks ago about my sick doggo, and unfortunately it was end of life sick, and 12-year-old senior golden retriever kind of situation, and we struggled a lot with how to best manage the situation, and thankfully he wasn't in a lot of pain or anything, it seemed like. So we tried to do the at-home euthanasia, and unfortunately he didn't make it to that appointment, which might have been for the better, because it was just me and him, and I held him until the end, and it was very sad and very tragic and traumatizing for me, but I needed some time after caring for him while he was at that end of life stage and after he passed. You know, there were random things, like I used to do a head count on my dogs when we would come in, and it'd be 1, 2, 3, and now there's only 2, so like that would hit me, and then when I would vacuum, his long hair would be in the vacuum and things like that. So it was really hard to get through, and I know a lot of people are just like, it's just a dog, but when you're an introvert and you've had a dog for 10 plus years, it hits you different, because the way I live my life, I am a true introvert, so my dogs they're my people. They're, you know what I mean? So like they're the people dogs that I, you know, live with every day for so long, and it's really traumatic. Not like in a traumatizing way, but like in an emotional way. the same you would feel, you know, like losing a family member that you live with, because that is the case for me. So it's not like a just a dog situation, and I always tend to get a little upset with people that say that, because there are people that really connect with their animals and their pets way better than they do people, and some people just don't understand that. So I ended up, I took as many photos as I could that month of him when he was having his good days, and when, you know, he was outside and things like that. So I will be doing a pet portrait when I am ready. I don't think that I'm quite emotionally ready to do that just yet. And, you know, I have a bunch of these projects and stuff that I want to finish, but when I'm ready, I would really like to make a really nice portrait of him. Because he was such a good boy. He was such a good boy. He even saved my son when he was, I want to say about 3. He ended up getting outside on the front porch, and he just came to like come get us. And the way he did it, like, you just knew something was wrong, and he was just desperately trying to help to get us to get our son off the porch. So he was such a good boy, and I will miss him every day. And I don't mean to be a Debbie Downer here, but this is just the reality of what's going on right now. So I like to be as open and honest as I can with what I'm comfortable sharing on the internet. But shortly after he had passed, our other 2 dogs, you know, they were sad for a while and wouldn't eat. And I thought that I had given one of my other dogs, I thought I had poisoned him because I had put gravy on his food, because they wouldn't eat. And so I thought I gave him, I think it's sodium poisoning. So I ended up calling the vet and taking him in, and he was like, no, he definitely doesn't have sodium poisoning. That kind of stuff happens when you like do that every day. He's like, if you know, don't do that regularly, it's like a little gravy is fine. But he ended up having a temperature of 103 and possible pneumonia or whatever. So he's on 2 antibiotics and a pain reliever / fever reducer right now. So he's doing a lot better, which is such a relief, because I don't think I would have it in me to deal with another dog loss at this time. So unfortunately, all 3 of my dogs are seniors. I have a mutt she's a pug and a lab mix, and she's 16, she's 16. She won't turn 17 for a while, but, you know, she still is relatively like a puppy, and it runs circles around the other 2 boys. So she's doing well. And then I have an 11-year-old pit named Jack. So, you know, they're all seniors at this point, and I know that we're going to have to deal with this again eventually. I'm just hoping it's a while away, but yeah, I'm not sure if I will get dogs like that again in the same age bracket to where they're all seniors at once, because it's so emotionally like traumatizing for me. And I've had family dogs as pets and stuff, but like, you know, like, and then I turned into a teenager and I wasn't home as much, and I've never had to physically witness or make a decision like that. So it was really, really hard for us, because my husband hasn't had to do that either because of the same situations. So yeah, it was really rough, and I really don't have any hope to do that again anytime soon, even though I know I'm going to have to deal with it eventually. And then we also had a family member go back into the hospital during this month also, and they're battling a really aggressive form of leukemia with a couple gene mutations. And you know, that's just a whole another level of emotional trauma or sadness. I don't even know how to word it. It just seems like it's just one thing after another lately. And thankfully, things are starting to perk up. That family member is back at home. My other dog that was sick is doing better. So things are trying to turn around a little bit, which is quite a relief. I don't think I could deal with any more bad things happening at once. So that's where I've been. So I haven't just been, living the high life or just like, abandoning YouTube or anything, because not that that matters anyway, but that's where I've been. It has not been fun, but I am happy to finally be getting back into what I love and starting to feel a little bit normal again. So yeah, we're just gonna hope for the best at this point and possibly a good summer, because we had kind of a shit summer last year with things that I don't really want to go into, so I'm not going to, because this video has been sad for the first half. So hopefully we're going to pivot and talk about the art a little bit. So this is where I am adding the gouache in, and I'm kind of happy with it at this point. I think where I kind of messed it up, in my opinion, was the top layer. I kind of ended up dulling down the orange and yellow layer, which I do think I will be able to brighten up in editing possibly, but maybe I'm being too judgmental. I don't know if I just wasn't going in this with a good headspace, to where I thought it didn't, I don't know, it just wasn't what I thought it was gonna be, and I feel like I kind of ruined it like by overworking it a little bit, but maybe I'm being too critical. I'm not 100% positive. So like I said, definitely let me know if you think I should redo or kind of edit this a little bit better to where it fits the original vibe I was going for towards the beginning of the video, where it was a lot brighter. Though, I mean, like, there's nothing really to compare it to, because like phoenix feathers aren't like a thing that I can get a reference photo for. So I'm not trying to be too critical of myself at this point. So after this spread, I think I have 6 spreads left to complete the zine, and then I have the front page and cover design that I need to do, and then the inside cover design that I want to do, and then I just have to put the zine together, but that's going to require a lot of scanning in and editing the photos true to life as possible. So I'm really nervous about that, because I don't do that regularly. So I'm hoping to kind of practice with the shop update that I was supposed to do this month, but the month went to crap, so it'll be pushed till next month. But I have 2 prints that I need to edit more true to life, and it's basically practice for this. So I'm really excited to get it done, but what can you do? So I'm really excited. We only have 6 spreads left. It should definitely be done very, very soon. I should be able to finish by August like I want, and then I'll have all of September to edit and put the zine together, and then we should have the zine in the shop by October if everything goes to plan and the universe cooperates with me for a little bit. So fingers crossed that happens. Also, I do want to say a quick thank you for your the pieces that you want to see as prints opinion in the last video, because that was very helpful, and I do feel like we're kind of like on the same path as far as that goes. So like our opinions are kind of aligning, which is really quite a relief. So some of my favorites are some of your favorites, which is apparently words are hard today, which is really great to hear. So I'm really excited to get those together, and I'm also really sorry if you guys can hear the birds in the background. There's a birdhouse outside the window of the room that I'm recording this in, and I feel like they're obnoxiously loud today. So they are making quite a chatter out there, and it's distracting to me, but so far I haven't heard it in the audio, but I'm just going to apologize if you do hear it in the audio. And lastly, I just want to remind you of the giveaway happening for this project. So if you've been here since the beginning of this project, you already know to be entered in the giveaway, all you have to do is leave a comment on any of the Magical Shit videos in the Magical Shit playlist. And when you do that, I will be picking 3 winners from the entire playlist, and it's open worldwide. So no matter where you are in the world, I will ship your prize to you. So that's not an issue. It doesn't have to be US only. And I am really excited to get all the prizes put together, and I will do a what the prizes are video before I draw the winners, so you guys have a better idea of what you're actually going to win. Yeah, so don't forget to leave a comment in the comment section if you want to be entered in the giveaway, and you can comment on all of the videos. It'll just increase your chances of winning. There's no limit, just, 1 entry per video. So you'll have multiple chances to get entered in the giveaway. And I'm just going to apologize because I feel like I'm so out of practice with voiceovers that this might have been a drag. And I know some of you prefer the voiceover over the music only, so that's what we're doing. So here are some of the close-ups of this piece, and I would really like your opinion on whether you think I should edit it or maybe try to redo it, because I do feel like the vibe in the beginning of the video was kind of more what I was going for versus the end result. But all in all, I am pretty happy with this piece, and I just want to thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.